Welcome one and all to Mayahem Temple. First things first, this is a warp pad. Find another one in this world and you'll be able to warp between them. You know, I said I wasn't gonna bring up an unfortunate sequel to this game, but one of the reasons why they abandoned the entire gameplay mechanics of the original series was because, and I quote, the worlds got so big that they were impossible to navigate on foot. That's why we introduced vehicles. And yet here's this game, using warp pads to mitigate that exact problem. So I feel as if they were just trying to make excuses. Regardless, we're here to be having ourselves a grand old time in the Mayahem Temple. All right then. We've got some big old stone doors and the like. Not much we can do about that. We've also got some dart shooters. We got some big old boulders. Woo! All right, that thing's actually got some pretty decent aim, all things considered. You found some notes, boy. Now come and find me. I'll do it. Hey, check it out. Mumbo token, or pad, as it were. This Mumbo pad. Mumbo stand on it to perform great magic. And, well, we're not Mumbo Jumbo, so that's not gonna do a whole lot for us. Hey, yo, not for nothing there, mister, but, you doing okay? You seem to be in a bit of an issue here. I'm just throwing that out there. No, you good? All right. Just thought I'd ask, you never know. The mighty shiny one sleeps until his services are required once again. I don't really know if you could call what he's doing right now sleeping. He seems pretty aware of what's going on, if I'm being honest with you. I suppose it could be suspended animation, but generally you'd have them close their eyes if that were the case. I honestly get a small chuckle out of the idea that he's fully sentient and he's just chilling there waiting for someone to need him. Regardless, yo! Hey, get your sorry hide over here and press B! Well, dang, if you're gonna be so incredibly kind about it, sure. Time to see who this dude's all about. By the way, the number at the bottom is the amount of notes you need in order to actually get what he's going to provide you. Alley-oop! Drill Sergeant Jamjaws reporting for duty, sir! Banjo, get a load of this bozo. Looks like Bottles in uniform. Of course I look like Bottles, you punk! He's my brother! How's the geek keeping anyhow? Not too good. Recently deceased at the hands of Grunty the Witch. Sorry to hear that. Fleaball, did he go out fighting? Playing cards, actually. Typical. So, you'll be wanting to learn some of my special moves to get even with the witch, eh? Not really. Bottles taught us loads in the last game. He only knew novice moves. You'll get nowhere without my advanced techniques, and he means it. Sounds good to us, Jam Jars. Why not teach us a few now? Not that easy, punk. You've got to prove your sorry selves first by collecting me a few notes. Come back if you can find enough. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, actually, hang on, you did have enough. I see you got enough notes for my first lesson. Listen and learn, you punks. What you need is aim and sight. Hit the target, then you might. First person view by pressing T up, hit Z to fire with accuracy. It doesn't really work that well. I'm trying my best. That'll be all. Dismissed. And yeah, so now we can actually aim our eggs. What an incredibly handy ability, if I'm being honest with you. It's one of those things you'd really would have thought they would have had in the first game, but they didn't. But yeah, no, Jam Jars, he may talk a big game, but he can walk the walk with the best of them. This dude's moves are so much better than the ones Bottles taught in the first game that it's actually kind of hilarious. Now, despite that, we're just gonna keep dodging all that noise. All right then, we could go talk to Mumbo, and we will, but first and foremost, I'd like to go ahead and collect a few things around here. And then there's the Tiger Guard. I ain't got time for that. Also, check this noise out. You've collected a skill stop honeycomb. Press B to stop your energy bar as close to the top as possible. A terrible thing to actually get if you, if you're bad with your timing and you have a full health bar, yeah, that's actually really bad because you could end up losing all of your health in the process. But if you have decent enough reflexes, you should be fine. That being said, can I afford whatever's going on over here? Yeah, sure as all hick and heck can. All right, Jam Jars, knock knock, y'all. All right. Here's a move that's a load of fun. Now use Kazooie as a handheld gun. Z fires egg both high and low. Target Zan's temple and you can go. That'll be all. Dismissed. Well, I mean, it would be a bit out of order, all things considered. We haven't even done much platforming. But I am quite the fan of this particular section, just due to how incredibly unique it is. Well, I don't see why not. Let's have ourselves a little bit of extra fun, why don't we? Rareware was once able to create the game GoldenEye, and they are going to use that information very well for this game. So, yeah, Kazooie's a gun now. Ain't that something? Now, if I could just remember how to, there we go, it's the trigger. Okay, I remember what button it is for it now. Good. I see you have mastered the art of bird handling. That sounds weird. I now challenge you to collect the sacred statues and find your prize. Can do. Fun fact about first-person shooters, you barely ever have to jump in them. I mean, in modern ones you kind of do, but not in this one. Woo! You love to see it. All right then, Sue. Don't mind me. We just gotta collect a bunch of these whatchamacallits, and we should be golden grands. And then we just gotta find that target Zon, and we'll be able to whoop his butt, and everything will work out fantastically. Look out for door panels in the walls, and press A when standing in front of one to open it. Can do, can do. I mean, this looks like a panel. Probably because it is. Yo, 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 yo. Alrighty. Whoop. All right, and another one. So many secrets dwell within. Uh-oh. Hang on. Ah, there you are. I don't think so, Nerdman Jones. There you go. Anybody else want to try to mess with us? Okay, the answer to that was yes. Couldn't see, couldn't see. One of the many reasons why I don't play first-person shooters. I don't much appreciate not having such incredibly low visibility, you know? It's just never been the funnest time for me. I understand why some people find the whole idea appealing and whatnot, but not so much, not so much. All right then, what else we got over here? Ooh, all right, well first of all, yeah, gonna need you to not. Have you ever seen one of those nesty things? Yeah, watch out for that. There you go, now you got unlimited machine gun fire for a little bit. So, yeah, not really much of a reason to be using it so haphazardly, otherwise it's just kind of an annoying noise. But in other situations, it's incredibly useful. Whoop! Get out of here, you! There you go. I hear a Jinjo in need, and a Jinjo in need is a Jinjo indeed. Where are you, my flappy friend? Alright, well, I can't open whatever that door's all on about. Oh, there you are, hello. Huh. I don't remember how to get you. Interesting, interesting. Well, there's obviously a way. Hey, what are you doing alive? Who gave you permission to have a face? I don't think so. All right, maybe, seeing as how you absolutely cannot jump this way, maybe it's a little old secret passage. That seems possible, and I was right. Yippee! You saved me! I'm off for home now. They're only going to show this particular cutscene the first time, thankfully. And with that, one of the many Jinjos out there that are in desperate need of help have been helped. Fun fact, the Jinjos are entirely random. How much of each color there are and where they are located, completely different. Thanks for rescuing me. I live in this house with the rest of my similarly colored family. Rescue us all and we'll give you the family heirloom. Yeah, you got 3 guesses as to what their family heirloom is, and your first 2 don't count. Regardless. Very good, very good. Gotta try and get every single collection. If it weren't incredibly obvious, oh, not bad, mortal. 10 statues gains entry to my slightly sacred chamber. Not your fully sacred one, just slightly. Fair enough. Okay. Nope, gonna need you to not. Stop it. I will pelt you with eggs and garbage until there ain't nothing left to pelt you with, my dude. All right, then. I think I might have gotten whomped once, so we'll just be on the safe side. Anyway, I believe I was interrupted. I was just going to tell y'alls, if it weren't incredibly obvious, yeah, I'm going to be 100%ing the actual hick and heck out of this game, and ain't nobody anywhere going to be able to stop me on that front. Out of the way, Nerdy Jones. Also, no reason to not collect as many of these little things as we can find. I'm exploring anyway, so why not, you know? Alrighty, so the real question of the millennium is, where's that door we apparently opened? That's the real super important information that I don't actually have right now. Alright, well, hey, more artifacts. We'll grab those. They kind of look like gummy fruit candies, if I'm being honest. they probably wouldn't appreciate the comparison, but okay. The fact of the matter is, that's what they've always reminded me of. So, you know, if you didn't want that to be the way that it was, maybe you shouldn't have made them look so delicious. I say that knowing that I don't actually care for the fruity gummy candies that much, but I did eat them once upon a time. Anyway, out of the way. You think you're the cool guy. You ain't. You just a tiger wearing a small modicum of armor. It ain't nothing worth nothing. We ain't got time for that. Ooh, well, ain't you a fine pile of ancient relics? Don't mind me if I raid up the place just a wee bit. There you go. Whoa! Alright, well, I was able to dodge the majority of those, so I actually feel pretty good about that. Kinda would have been a little more slick and cool if I was able to grab all of them before I fell off, but, you know, you take what you can get. Even with games I know oh so very, very well. Yeah, I mean, I'm never gonna be exactly the coolest dude in the world, but I'll always try my best. And I like to think that that's mildly endearing. Alright. Trying to avoid that. Whoa. Most impressive, mortal. 20 statues gains you entry to my really sacred chamber. Fascinating stuff, fascinating stuff. Alright, well, I appear to have grabbed all the things, so that's good. Now, if you don't mind, I could use your life force. Why so many things spew out honey when they die is a mystery for the ages. We're never really entirely sure what the deal with that is, but we're all very thankful that it happens. There you are. Because I'm gonna kinda sorta need a little bit of that in my life. Just throwing that out there. Alright then. Doesn't seem like there's much of a reason to be hanging around these parts. Hilariously, my adventure to find the way forward ended up just kinda giving me an alternate path to get somewhere else. Hey, why are you still thing? Dang respawn rates of these fools. I mean, serious business it seems. Any ding dang way. I guess we'll just go up any path that looks like it's all super duper important and stuff. One of them is probably going to be the thing that we're supposed to be doing. Hard to say, hard to say. Get out of here, get out of here. I suppose the higher up on the temple we go, the better. That's generally how this sort of thing works out, I find. So, no major problems there. Yeah, you go ahead and keep on growling the way you do. Oh, that's no good. No, that ain't gonna help anybody do anything at all. Alright. Wasn't sure if I had full health or not. I most certainly do now. And luckily they give you more than enough eggs to work with here. Just try not to be too wasteful and you'll be fine. No worries. Alright, maybe, just maybe, if I could find my way back to maybe the beginning of this temple, I just might be able to find it. And again, that's a rather large staircase. That looks like it might lead to somewhere that I've been to before. Yes, exactly. All according to plan, as you see. I'm sure everyone totally believes me when I say that. Now where the heck are your dang really sacred temples and what have you? That's what I want to know. The crazy thing is this place isn't even that big. I'm really just getting that tossed and turned around. I've never had the greatest sense of direction in games. And, yeah, this game doesn't really have too much interest in things such as, you know, maps. Okay, wow, nice meeting you too, my dude. Absolutely phenomenal. Thank you oh so very much. Alright then, how about we head this way? Ah, there we go, there we go. The question is, which one was the slightly sacred temple and which one was the really sacred temple? I honestly don't know. Well, let's go with this one first because it's closer to the way here. So, is this the sorta sacred temple? We'll find out real quick. Slightly sacred chamber. Yep, it is. Noise. The slightly sacred chamber has a jiggy and absolutely nothing else. That's not even a joke. It's just straight up, like, free jiggy. No major complaints there. That's your prize for getting through this entire area. However, you can always go a little bit further and gain a little bit extra if you oh so feel daring. And you better believe I do. Technically, this is the boss of the level, and we're doing it first. Well, that's the beauty of being able to do stuff in any order you so choose. Look, Banjo, there's another jiggy. This is just too easy. Yep, we'll have the game finished in no time. And the door's ominously closed behind us. Halt, mortal. Thought you'd get another jiggy that easily, eh? Targets on! Despotic Dizzy Totem God! I am Targetson, mighty Mayan god of target shooting. Prepare to meet thy dart-riddled doom. Oh, you may certainly try, my dude! But as he also very eloquently decided to just kind of display for you, if the many, many targets all over his body weren't an indication in that front, yeah. Ah, I can't feel my legs anymore. Get him, you worthless muggies! Alright. And with each progressive thing you take out, there are, whoa, are going to be more and more darts shooting out of this dude. So we're just gonna have to do our best to try and dodge them. There you go. Don't mind me, I'm just going to slowly, methodically, over time, annihilate every conceivable part of your anatomy. If you feel like that's a little bit overkill or unnecessary, well, to be 100% fair, at no point in my life did I ever actually choose to do battle with you. You chose to fight us. Simple as that, I'm afraid. Alright, the strafing is not the easiest thing in the world to get used to. There we go, that works. Like, you have no one to blame yourself for this particular encounter. I'm just throwing that out there, okay? Alright, no, none of that, none of that. Alright, let's take care of all this business. Another one wish to do battle? I don't flippin' think so. Oh, nope, and that's everybody. Alright, so let's just do this crazy style. Okay, come on. There we go. Just one more to go. We have got this. Hey-oh, it's okay, oh. I just annihilated 80% of your body. What you gonna do about that? Oh, okay, well, you're going to send your army of kitty cat people at me. You know what? Fair enough. That's a pretty decent strategy, all things considered. But it won't be enough, I'm afraid. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, you've beaten me. Now suffer as I invoke my sacred self-destruct. Alright, I'm just gonna hide behind this. Alright then, that was a bit unnecessary, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think you needed to blow yourself up. But, it is what it is, I suppose. And with that, I guess we technically defeated a Mayan god. A Mayan god of target practice, admittedly, but still, it's a Mayan god. This is pretty impressive, I think. You can't say that it's not. Alright then, now to find our way out of this place. I'm not 100% sure, actually. Considering I just kind of bumbled my way over to where I was supposed to go the first time. Oh boy, where is the exit? Hello, sir. Might I interest you in some omelets? This might be the way? It might. No. I did go through a door to get to these lands. That much is undeniable truth. But the question of the millennium is... Oh boy, alright, so this is the life we're choosing to live now, is it? Alright, if you're wondering why I didn't just teleport you out of the place right from the get-go, it's because, well, there's a Jinjo and another Jiggy. You might have ended up missing it. Ah, delightful! I've gone in a giant honking circle. Good on me, good on me. Alright, I'm gonna need a lot more eggs if I'm gonna be stuck in here for a... God only knows amount of time. Well... I know this game very, 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 very well, but it doesn't extend, you know, fully to the whole, you know, map thing. I mean, you can only be expected to know so much of any given thing. Although, retracing my steps, I think, if there's a door around here, and there is, I believe this is the way that I originally went. So, going this way should lead me back to the start, just like that. Nice! We managed to make it work. All I had to do was retrace my steps. It's just like all the preschool shows tell you to do. Great times, great times. All right then. And that is that. You might think that the ability to use Kazooie in this manner would actually be pretty handy in general, but it's really not something you can do. Although, I mean, Smash Brothers saw fit to have that be a very large portion of, well, not a very large, but it was a portion of their moveset. So, I mean, it was iconic enough to do that. Hang on a second. I feel like I may have leapt before I looked, and that's never a good look. So don't mind me. I just want to check out the various thingamadoos here. Ah, ha 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 ha. All right. Steep wall. Hang on. There we go. Let us utilize Talon technology. There you go. We are the kings of the castle. Yeah, let me up there. Thank you. All right. You know, now's as good a time as any to see if that glitch in the first game works in this one. All right, we're either gonna live through this or we're gonna die. I think that actually worked. Hang on. Okay, well, you need to do it a little bit better than that. It might still be a thing. In the first game, if you ground pound hit the ground and then move yourself as you bounce off the ground as a result, then you can actually completely and totally nullify all fall damage and fall from any height you want. It's pretty dang handy. I just don't immediately remember if it's something that we can do in this. You found another warp pad. Move on to it and press B to warp any warp pads that you have activated in this world. All right, then. Well, I don't know about you guys, but there's a fair few things out here that I sure would like to gain access to. And seeing as how we don't have the ability to do so on our own, we might need to call in a favor from a friend. First things first, grab that Globo. You've got a Globo. They're supposed to have magical powers. I mean, I don't actually know. I don't really. Do I look like a globologist? I assure you I'm not. Regardless, yellow. Oh, hang on. Okay, come on now. Use the giant shiny one to open the huge stone doors. Yeah, I honestly could have figured that one out on my own game, but all right. Anyway, yo, Mumbo! Wake up, lazy bones. Literally. Like, seriously, yo, a lazy bones. Ah, Baron Bird here at last. Mumbo, best shaman in game, so built new skull. Mumbo also want to help, but must find magic creature. We've got a Globo. Must give magic creature to Mumbo if want help. Wants Mumbo's help? Obviously, my dude. In the first game, Mumbo was in charge of transformations, and this, not so much. Sure, we need all the help we can get. Throw it in Mumbo's bag. There you go. In this particular adventure, Mumbo has graduated to full-on 100% in total playable character. Ah, Mumbo get to be hero at last. Press B to see Mighty Shaman Zapstick. Return me to my chair when want to be Baron Bird again. I absolutely love when stuff like this happens, but yeah, Mumbo's straight up playable. It's pretty great. He has a bit of a limited moveset, though. He can't do a lot of the fancy-schmancy acrobatics, and, well, compared to Banjo and Kazooie's extraordinarily, bafflingly large array of various techniques, Mumbo can really only do two things. He has basically a taser in the form of his magic stick. So, I mean, you can sort of defend yourself at least, so that's nice. But aside from that, yeah, he doesn't have anything else available to him. He can't even crouch, actually. No special jumps, no nothing or nothing. What Mumbo can do, however, is drastically alter the overworld in strange and magical ways. As you might imagine, we're going to be making use of that fact right now. Press B to see Mighty Mumbo Magic. Hope this works. He doesn't actually know. And there you go. I didn't want to interrupt that incredibly awesome song. The Golden Goliath has returned once more, and he's going to use his incredible powers to give us mildly more accessible areas. Mumbo magic, make Golem Goliath rise. Magic lasts only short time. To control me again, return statue to its base and press B. Can do, but we're not going to be doing that. Oh, no, no, no. We're going to be trying to use this to the fullest of our abilities. First things first. Screw you in particular. All right, then. We're going to kick that. There you go. Now Banjo and Kazooie can get their way through that without any issues. No problems, no problems. Then, let's see, anything over yonder? Nope, the Golden Goliath ain't needed for that. So instead, we're going to just mosey our way right along over here. Can you break this? I forgot. You totally can. Very handy. Alright then, and we'll destroy you too, because we can. Now, if we're lucky and got good timing on our side, there we go, just kick that big ol' sucker chump right on up. And with that, we're going to need the Golden Goliath's height in order to successfully accomplish something here. So let's see. Ah, yes, there we go. In this giant bog. This thing is much too high up for Banjo and Kazooie to grab, but the Goliath can handle it without any issues whatsoever. And I believe that's everything the Goliath is needed for. I mean, since I'm here, I might as well do this. Stupid jerk. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Ha ha! Mumbo Magic run out. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. It immediately teleports itself back over to where it was. So, like, I'm not entirely even sure what the game was trying to say. The way they make it sound like oh man, you really messed up. You didn't get over there in time. So what are you gonna do? But really, you can do this as many times as you want. Also, the magic that you used in order to make it happen is a whole lot faster now. They only make you go through the whole rigmarole once, so don't worry about that. So I was just curious. I distinctly remember there being actually something underneath these guys. They come back, sadly, so, you know, it's not a permanent removal of the jerks. It's just kind of cathartic to do so. That being said, strange. Why do I so vividly remember there being something underneath one of those guys? Maybe there is, and I'm just not hitting the right ones. Definitely within the realms of possibility. Oh, no need, no worry. We've got more than enough on our plates to worry about so far. Alright, back onto the pedestal you go, big guy. Wrong button. Even when you stop the thing naturally, it ends up doing that. Anyway, those giant dart shooting things may stick around, but everything else we kicked open, nah, we got that handled no problem. Now the bad and birds can travel to and fro wherever they so choose. It'll be a grand time indeed, I must say, I must say. Alright then, hold up, hold up. I say hold up. Just gonna have to get yourself all the way back over. I'd say that's maybe the one downside to Mumbo as a playable character. It's not exactly the most convenient thing in the world to switch between him and Banjo-Kazooie. You probably can see what I mean. It's not that big of a deal. It's just gonna make a couple awkward walks back over to the hut as I try to entertain you guys with inane ramblings. Luckily, I have a lot of experience doing that, so no major concerns, really. I believe I've proven, time and time again, that I have the ability to speak for hours on end about literally absolutely nothing. It's something I'm actually mildly proud of myself for. So, you know how it be, you know how it be. Alrighty, righty. Okay, so, first thing we could do is head on over here. And I saw a Jinjo once, twice, 3 times too many. Definitely need to go help out that fellow. That being said, something I haven't bothered to check yet that we probably should would be objects and items. How much of everything do we got? Oh, maybe this is the wrong one. Hang on a second here. View totals. That's what I actually meant. There we go. All right, 4 out of the 10 Jiggies, 1 out of the 2 Globos, 1 out of the 5 Jinjos, 2 out of the 3 moves, and 80 out of 100 one of those note thingamabobos. So that's pretty handy dandy dandy dandy. Handy dandy and so mandy. All right, well, that's 1 more of those things obtained. Ain't that just delightful? Some kind of cow! Hello, some kind of cow. Oh, look at the state of poor Bovina's field. This plague of filthy flies is scoffing my crops. Oh dear, how can we help? Get rid of the pesky flies, of course. Say your prayers, flies. Alright, then, don't mind me. I would just like to very quickly possibly get up on this hut because it gives me a much easier vantage point. And now you're gonna see some real good use out of this whole situation. Alright, the aim is better, not perfect. Gotta line up your shots pretty good, but there you go. Or failing that, you can just shoot in a Hail Mary and hope for the best. That works too. Amazing! I can hardly believe it. You wheatly sorted those flies out. Enough of the crop jokes, lady. I believe you owe us a Jiggy. Oh, I guess I do. Indeed you do, and I sure do done appreciate it, let me tell you. First things first, though. Oh, right, I can't grab that yet. I suddenly remembered what the last ability we gain in this level is. And it's one of those incredibly obvious abilities that you really would have thought, you know, you could just use whenever already. But no, it's something you need to actually figure out to do. So let's do this potentially properly. Yep, I'm pretty sure jumping from that would have hurt. I think the glitch is still a thing in this. Works great for me. Alright then, so, don't mind me. I would just like to sneaky my way right alongside. There is a incredibly useful ability. Probably the most useful of the 3 abilities in this level is right through these here doors. And I say that as someone who thinks that the first 2 we got, I mean, okay, the Breagle Blaster, it has incredibly limited use. You're not going to be using that too often, so it's a bit of a dud in that regard. But the egg sight is really handy. However, you know what would be really helpful? The ability to grip ledges. Let's learn that. Listen up to what you're told. On the edges you can now hold. Move along with the greatest of ease. Button B to attack what you please. That'll be all. Dismissed. There we go. Now, after so long, Banjo can now actually grab onto ledges. Hoi. Alright, wow, 2 of the 6 Jinjos in the game are in the same level. That's a little odd. Alright, well, since we're here... You know what, no. No, you know what, no. We'll come back to this particular location. There's a fair few things I want to pick up around these here parts now that I can grab ledges. Seriously, it's one of those things that you really wouldn't think would make that big of a difference, but it really does. Alright then, well, first things first, let us do ourselves a wee bit of the climbing. Alley-oop. There we go. So, not only that, you can move around, and yeah, you can attack while on the ledges too, so you're not even defenseless. It's pretty handy. Alrighty, yeah, I hear you're a-whistling, Mr. Jinjo. Hold on to your buttocks, okay? I will get you at my next possible convenience. However long that ends up being is, you know, kind of up to debate. I don't actually know, but, you know. Alright then, so climbing that served absolutely no purpose now that I realize it. Oopsie doodles. Ah, well, sometimes a few wires are gonna get crossed and I'm not gonna remember every single thing that I should. But that's okay, I mean, I did need to come back up here anyway, so, you know, it's not an entirely embarrassing problem. Just could have sworn that I led myself to a Jinjo. I mean, I do still hear the whistling fella. He ain't whistling Dixie, but he do be whistling something regardless. Anyway, let's go. Move it, people. Yo, yo. I'll be taking that. Alley-oop. This is an extra honeycomb piece. I'm not gonna bother telling you what it is it does. Which is just kinda rude if I'm being entirely honest with you. Alright. Let's bust out them talents. Alright, so we can't do anything about that, although we can go over and talk to him to see why we can't do anything about that. That seems like a decent enough idea. Howdy! Stop right there. What do you want? We want to go in there as it sounds cool. Of course it's cool. Everyone wants to see the Stony kickball games. Stand aside then, bozo. We'll miss the action. Bozo, I'm Officer Ungo Paz, and there ain't no tickets left. They sold out while you were playing Banjo-Kazooie 2 years ago. Well, I guess 10 years ago. We don't want to watch. We're here to kick butt and win. Nice try, but I'm afraid you can't. The games are only open to Stonies. Oh, go on, please. Nope. How about a bribe? How dare you? This is a respectable organization. Get lost, both of you. Alright then, well, we lost any conceivable goodwill we might have had. Thanks for that, Kazooie. Ah, well, we're obviously going to have to resort to a little bit more of a diabolical option. It'll be fine. Alright then, so this is something that gave us access, the ability to fly once again. Good on us, good on us. And we should still have the beak bomb too. Very handy for getting places. And yellow, Mr. Jinjo, nice to meet you. And away we go again. Being able to fly oftentimes breaks the game, but if you plan your levels properly, not as big of a problem as you might imagine. Also, I was right. There was something around these ledges. I knew it. Ow, ow, ow. Nice one, punk. Jumbo clefs are worth almighty 20 notes. And with that, we got all of them, as we does. So that's pretty handy dandy smandy shandy. All right then, so I do believe. Okay, well luckily we landed in the water. Whatever works. Really do gotta get into the groove of that particular technique. It's great for saving time. Generally, the whole reason you don't jump off tall ledges is because it'd kill you if you did. But with the glitch of might and power, no such issues abide, so that's good. But if I'm remembering things correctly, and there is a chance that I'm not, because let's be real here, I do believe there's a thing or two that might be interesting around these here parts. All right, well, not at the very tip top, but I did see. Oh boy, hang on. There we go. All right, well, we got a Cheeto page, which is nice. That being said, let's see here. What was the magic way of getting inside here? Was it as simple as feeding these giant faces? As a matter of fact, it was. There you go. Perhaps not the most intuitive designed thing in the world, but I figured it out. I mean, you did learn egg targeting after all, so it would make sense that the game would try to, you know, show you a thing or two, as it were. It's like, hey, here's your new power. Now actually use it, Dumbo. That sort of thing. I'm sure it all makes sense. Alrighty then. Hello? Who be in here? Ooh, the treasure chamber. What's up with you? It's terrible. I can't find Tarzan's favorite priceless relic thingy. I think it may have been stolen. Tough luck. We don't care. I'll cheap losses and find it, and I'll reward you with a jiggy. A jiggy? Well, in that case. Great. I'll open the other door for you, but please hurry. And let me guess, it's the one up above? It sure and do be that. Well, I mean, I was right. That is something you're supposed to do. Fly up there and whatnot. Oopsie doodles. Okay, well, now you might be thinking, can't you just climb the thingamadoos straight to freedom? And in most cases, yes, actually. However, you can't climb sheer cliff faces like that. So, Also, I feel like we should probably be telling this dude that, you know, Lord Targetzon kinda, you know, exploded and is dead, and that we killed him. Because, if he's just fearing repentance and whatnot, and, like, worrying about getting in a lot of trouble because he lost a particular piece of treasure that they were fond of, he's in the clear at this moment in time, so, he really doesn't have that much to worry about. That all being said, I still want to help him out because, hey, I guess if we did tell him, he wouldn't want to get that thing back, and if he didn't want to get that thing back, then, well, he wouldn't be willing to part with a jiggy in order to get it to us. Now, ain't that just the case? Alrighty, let's very, very carefully boot and scoot and boogie our way on through. Come on now, woo! There we go. Alrighty. And, okay, well, that's the way back up if you're so inclined. The camera has decided that it has no business showing off where it is we're going. Ah, there we go. Alrighty then. There's this. Let's just... Oh, right. Of course. I wonder where this could potentially lead. Let's take a quick look-see-loo. How about it? Unga Bunga's Cave. Fascinating. Ain't that just the most interesting thing of all? Well, don't you know it, that sure do, in fact, look like a piece of Targetzon's treasure. Alright, so what we gotta do is be very, very quiet and very, very, very gently nudge the analog stick, like so. Oh! And, okay, got it wrong. Get out, Unga's Cave! Yeah. Okay, so that's gonna be a bit of an issue because you need to move really, 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 really slowly. Okay? So this could take me a few tries because yeah. All right, all those things on the ground, those are like twigs, and they snap under your meaty bear paws. All right. I need to move it ever so slightly, and I need to keep it in place. Come on, Banjo. I keep seeing him, like, almost do it, but then he doesn't. Ah, okay. So if I could just do that in the other direction. For some reason, I'm not moving right. Hang on. No, he's moving too fast. He needs to be doing that very specific sneaky, sneaky motion. Okay, well, you know, if I can't do it that way, then maybe I can do it this way. Okay, come on. If the camera would just work with me here. Okay, if I can only do this while holding down, we're just gonna have to find a way to make do with that fact. Okay. What? Okay. I was honestly pretty worried about this. It's always been incredibly finicky how this stupid thing is supposed to work. All right. Be that as it may. I'm gonna figure this out somehow. Surely. Am I misremembering something? Why do I so very, very, very clearly in my head remember having to sneak past? I guess maybe even being really, really slow doesn't matter. Maybe that's the problem, I'm just misremembering this with a different puzzle. All right then, well fine, be that as it may. I'll there. Oh yeah, oopsie, poopsie me. I suddenly remembered the puzzle that actually required the sneaking, and this one wasn't it. So, don't mind me. We've got a very angry honey container. Don't worry, I can pacify it fairly easily. No worries. There we go. We just sneak our way across. Yeah, it makes sense. No matter how slowly you move, you're gonna snap twigs with your feet no matter what. All right, so hang on a second. I would just like to not screw this up if at all possible. Okay, I sure feel like I almost did. Oh. I feel as if I went the wrong way. But, since we're here, this kinda spoils something. It ain't happening, lady. You need to get rid of Lardy Boy before you learn this one. Fair enough. Finding it tough, huh? Looks like you need some rations. Ah, right. Okay, so I can't spoil things even if I wanted to. Okay. I definitely went the wrong way. But the fact that there's an extra, ability here kind of spoils a little bit of thing about the tunnel we went through in order to get here. We're not actually in Maya-Hem Temple anymore, as a matter of fact. We are somewhere else entirely. And look, something else we can't use yet. These are split-up pads. You can't use them, so stop looking at them forlornly like that. Alrighty. Well, there's a giant egg that we can't do anything about. Because again, lacking powers. Yeah, okay, so we're basically in an entirely different world, and this is kind of a sneak peek of the area, as it were. Okay, who gave you permission to have a face? I ask you. Okay. So let's just knock that noise off yesterday, if you don't mind. Okay, so... Man, I somehow keep finding ways to get lost in a straight line. All right, let me take a look. Is this where we need to go? No, that's where I came from. Why am I so dim? All right. How embarrassing for everyone. So then, am I double wrong? Is that a thing? Okay, so it's not up there, and it's not over there. Can't use the split up paths, obviously, and even if I could, it really isn't what we need to do. So then this is definitively not the right direction to go. Alright, then what if I go this way? No can do. Okay. Then why am I remembering things so vividly? So many memories are clashing together right now, it's hard for me to be able to figure it out. But I know there's a way. You can definitely do this now. Maybe if I just cheat. Yeah, because there's a path right behind it, implying that there's a way that I can go. I'm not letting this one go, I'm afraid. Until I either get it or remember why I can't, then I ain't going nowhere. Okay. It was all about sneaking. It was just really, really hard. Woo! That took a while, but it's mine now. And we can finally leave. Yeah, there was no sneaking around any of that. You really were supposed to just walk really, really slowly. And doing so is just very, very not easy. All those crossed wires in my brain telling me various ideas, and I was right the first time. Anyway, that's all that they wrote for that story. Let's leave this place. Let's see, where's the exit? There's the exit. There. I got Target-zan's favorite shiny thingy. Oh, bow before my expert sneaking skills. Solid Snake would be like, damn, where'd they go? That was a thing. But a thing we succeeded. And you might be wondering, hey, what happened to the treasure? Did we lose it on the way through? The answer is no, thank God for that. Well, anyway, here's the thing. You found Target-zan's priceless relic thingy. The caveman stole it. Why, those thieving little... Whoa, whoa, careful there. This is a family game. Oh, yeah, so it is. Yeah, why don't I just give you a jiggy? That makes sense to me. And is incredibly, deeply, unbelievably appreciated. And, of course, Unga Bunga is not exactly happy about it. No! Pebble gone! Me in much trouble! Big beatings! Yeah, well, crime don't pay, you big nerd. Crime don't pay. And I'm not gonna lie to you, for a split moment, I thought the game had actually frozen. It didn't, but I thought it might have. And that would have been very unfortunate. Because then I would have had to gone through all that noise again. Alright then, anyway, enjoy the priceless relic thingy. Where did you put the jiggy? Where are you, Jiggy? Oh, there you are, on the easiest to climb various thing. Delightful, delightful. Whew, well, that was an adventure. Let's mosey, people.